All right, what's up, everyone? Here we are, hole number 2 here. Setting up for my first attempt with this one with free-to-play balls. However, I did get this one with my other guide, so if you want to check that other version out, I was able to get that. What power is that ball? Just wondering. I'm hoping that power 3 isn't a problem. I'd rather go Kingmaker here. Alternatively, if it is, we're going to have to go Navigator because these are going to be my free-to-play. I was able to make this with I believe it was an Oceana earlier. So it does, increase the likelihood that you can make it for sure if you can get that wind down. We're going to try to use a very similar method to what I did there. I was using essentially an overcorrection technique where I point the ball guide right at the hole. It's going to help with my counting to make sure that I can really isolate how many rings need to be going. So it looks like there's the min line. We should be good. But as I mentioned, we are going to. I'm just going to kind of position this right on the hole here. So right there, definitely, and also, with my pull angle, you'll see that I rotate just slightly offset, just because I am pulling up to higher ground here. I'm thinking, what's that, 11.1.2 there, give or take. I'm going to try to go 11.2-ish here. Make sure that you don't add any power. Perfect ball. Let's just see how this works out. So far, so good. Looks like maybe not quite enough. However, I may need to just play around with that ball guide offset because it looks like I landed very left on that island. So I may need to just kind of tweak my ball guide a little bit instead of trying to go more rings than that. Maybe go very close to that 1-to-1 there. So if I was to go, because I can't really go that many more rings than I just did because I just landed very left on that island over there. So with that in mind, I kind of have to keep that below 11 rings, which means I'm probably going to have to offset that guide just slightly. So if I can just start to hone in on how much that needs to be offset, it's probably going to be a little bit better method. And then just try to maybe, 11.4, I'm thinking, 10.5, 10.7 rings. That's roughly, 5% less than a 1-to-1. So somewhere in that, and that's something that you can do with the notebook as well, if you'd like. So if I was to switch this, I could just, what did I get, 11.2 or 11.4? I went 11.2. So for instance, looking at the max line, I can essentially go, I might not even have to do that. Maybe I ought to just play around with this ball a little bit. So I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of this, maybe a power 1. And you can see the max adjustments telling me 10.7 there. So something around that is probably the ring adjustment that I would go, but it's probably going to require just a little bit of ball guide offset. So you can see how my ball ended to the right. I'm probably going to need to just offset just a little bit to the left. Also, pull angle is going to be very important. You can see that I was trying to keep it short. If you just pull a straight needle there, you're going to come in too hot every time. So you need to make sure that you're kind of over-rotating just a little bit, similarly to how I did in this video. So good luck with that, and I will see you guys on 3.